Hey, how's it going, everyone? So we're going to be taking a look at DraftKings, ticker symbol DKNG. This stock was currently up 30 cents on the day, just about 1%. We did close at 27.77. Currently after hours, pretty much flat. So I am patiently waiting for DraftKings to wake up. I do have the daily chart pulled up here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You can see we came off these highs here. Let me pull up my drawing tool. We came off these highs up here in the 60s. And then we had this nasty sell off down here, losing the 50-day moving average, which was here. A little bit of sideways consolidation, and we had, like a little bit of this bear flag that formed here, crackdown after earnings, and then we've been fading ever since. What I do like on DraftKings currently right now is that we are kind of basing out. What I don't like is that every green day that we have, every 1-2 green days that we have here, we're getting shorted right back down. We get a pop, we're getting shorted right back down. We're getting a little bit of pop. So do we come and get shorted right back down? With that being said, new year, January, typically small caps tend to run in the first of the year, just due to the fact that tax loss harvesting for last year is over. We get a lot of money rotation back into some of these stocks, these high growth stocks that typically, we're beaten down. Big time investors and institutions can sort of pick these things up at a bargain and then roll with them into the 2022, at a cheaper price point so they can ride that wave back up. What I do want to keep a look at here, if you are currently invested into DraftKings or any of these other small cap stocks, you need to keep an eye on the IWM. So the IWM from the big macro perspective, the IWM literally all of 2021 was trading within a range. We come up to this 226, 230 area, we get rejected, come back down 208. We come back up again, we get rejected, come back down. We go back up again, a little bit of a breakout, false overshoot. We come back down. Okay, we've been repeating the same song and dance for just about a year now. So if you have been trading these small cap stocks, you have been feeling the pain. What I was really interested in is this level here. Okay, this level here, when we got this breakout up to $244, I thought this was the breakout. I thought this was going to pull all of the small caps up. This was just an absolute complete fake out, because we not only broke out of this year-long consolidation, but once we broke, we immediately came crashing all the way back down, and we pretty much ended the year where we started. However, again, back down to this 208 range here where I'm kind of drawing this line. You can see multiple touches here, multiple touches here, multiple touches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches over the course of the last 12 months. So you can say that this area, this 208, 210 area on the IWM is going to act as a pretty solid level of support. Now, if we do come up here where we're currently at, and then we start to trickle down again, and we come all the way back down to 208, and we lose this, now we have bigger problems, because this is going to lose a year-long consolidation. This technically can send us into a big correction, another 10-15% across the board on the IWM, and this would be catastrophic for a lot of these small caps. Some of these small caps might not come back. However, that's not what we want to hear. What we want to hear is what is going on right now. Currently, we are up here trading around the 50-day moving average. Today, we did come up, touch the 50-day moving average on the IWM, that 226.80 price. We were rejected. That is to be expected. However, we did close green on the day, up about a 1.5%, 2.5 points on the day, closing at 225.64. So what I want to see going forward, okay, what I want to see going forward on the IWM is I want to see a breakout over this 50-day moving average. I will start to get more bullish on stocks like DraftKings, stocks like SoFi, stocks like Fubu, like Skills, like Palantir. These stocks I will start to get a lot more bullish on as soon as we can start closing over the 50-day moving average. If the IWM can close over the 50-day moving average, we've got a lot of room to the upside, 239, 240, and then 245, these all-time highs here. So definitely want to keep a look on that. So if I do go back to DraftKings and kind of take a look here, What we're doing here is basing out 25.80 is going to be our absolute stop loss. This is the lowest price that we've had in this whole year-long formation. So with that being said, we came down almost to that $27 area. We bounced up. We got rejected at the 20. We came down to this $25 area. We bounced up. We got rejected at the 20. We came down to the $25 area. Now we're starting to bounce up again. What I want to see on DraftKings is a reclaim. I want to get over this channel. This channel that I'm talking about here is this downward channel. I want to break this downward channel up and start making a push towards that 50-day moving average. That's when things can start to speed up. So the price that I'm looking at here on DraftKings is going to be a close over $30.75. That would be reclaiming the 20-day moving average, reclaiming the 10-day moving average. Right now, we are currently resting on the 5, but that's not good enough. What we need is a close over the 20-day moving average. Over the price of $30.75, we are going to have an initial push up to 32, and then we'll have a little bit of rejection here at 33.92. So let's call that 34. Any close over 34 is going to start to push us into the 50 SMA and 50 EMA. Those prices to keep on watch are going to be $35 and $36, $35.96. Let's just call it 35 and 36. Once we reclaim the 50-day moving average, that's when we're going to start to get a bigger push. That's when you're going to start to see this thing start to jump 3, 4, 5, 10% in a day. It's possible. It's done it before. But what we need to do first off, okay, before we start talking about the 50-day moving average, before we start talking about a price target of 35, a price target of 38, we need to close over the 20 SMA. It has to be done. So I don't like this choppiness here. Every time we get these pops, we get faded. We get a pop, we get faded. We're consistently making these lower highs. So if I pull up my drawing tool and kind of show you guys, recent highs here, lower high here. Consolidation here, I was looking for a breakout, didn't get it. We broke all the way down, lower high, lower high, lower high. What we need to happen is if this is going to come back down to 25, this needs to bounce and it needs to go. It needs to take out that 20, put in an initial push here to that 32. Okay to come back down here and back test the 20-day moving average. But as soon as we do that, we can't crumble all the way back down. We need to make that bounce here towards the 50-day moving average. If we can get a push towards that 50-day moving average, that's when I think we're going to start to see the trend start to change on DraftKings. So some of the levels to keep in mind, if you're currently in this position now and you're anywhere stuck between $60 and $40, I hope that you average down somewhere in here. Get that average price a little bit lower. If you're currently not in this position, maybe you were, maybe you sold out, maybe you took a loss, it's okay to start adding in this zone, but just know 25.87 we have to use as an absolute stop, because if we lose 25.87, that can send us down into a corrective territory, and then when we do get the bounce, we could get a rejection at this $25 and then start to fade lower. So that's not what we want to see. What we want to see is this level remain holding strong. If we do come down and tag it once more, we need to tag it, and we need to immediately, I mean the same week, come back and reclaim this 20-day moving average and put in a new high above this consolidation. So that way, when we do come back down and pull back to back test, we can have this old resistance act as a support and then get that follow through into the 50-day moving average. That's going to be extremely bullish. So those are some of the levels to keep on watch. Guys, if you want more videos like this, you want information on some stocks that you guys are trading, maybe you guys are looking for stocks to day trade. I'm an options day trader. I put out a daily watch list. I have signals, a great group of people in my community. Join that Discord. It's down in the description box below. Also, if you're looking for 2 free stocks when you sign up with Webull with the first investment of $100, I have my referral link down below as well as my trading course on my own website, evolutiontraders.com. Please check it out. And if you don't do any of those things, guys, it's free to hit the subscribe button. It's also free to hit the thumbs up. I will see you guys all in the next video.